Hello and welcome once again to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town, where we encourage our children to read and learn everything they can about Ghana and Africa. And as always, I take you back in history in a segment called Once Upon a Time, where I pick a random date and tell you a very important historical event that happened on that day to shape Ghana as we know it today. And today we're going to talk of the biggest day of all in the history of Ghana in recent times, and that is 6 March 1957, the day Ghana became an independent country. On this day in history, Ghana became independent and discarded the colonial name of Gold Coast and took on the new name Ghana in tribute to a great West African kingdom that flourished in the 11th and 12th centuries. Ancient Ghana, which was located near Senegal, Mauritania, and Mali, had abundant gold and wealth and was one of the many powerful kingdoms that flourished in Africa. The agitation of Ghana's independence had begun decades before. Groups like the United Gold Coast Convention had been negotiating with the British government for a long time. However, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP, or Convention People's Party, accelerated the struggle for Ghana's independence. But before 6 March 1957, Ghana was a colony of England. Can you imagine living in a colony? Probably not. Ghanaians were called Gold Coasters, and the head of state of Ghana was the Queen of England. She, Elizabeth II, had been queen since 1953. Before 1953, the head of state of Gold Coast, now Ghana, was a man called King George VI of England. The money used in Ghana during colonial times was not the cedi, but was pounds, shillings, and pence, and it was issued by the British West African Currency Board. There were 12 pence in 1 shilling and 20 shillings in 1 pound. A Ghanaian, or Gold Coaster as he would be called in those days, might buy something that cost 1 pound, 15 shillings, and 9 pence. Sounds complicated? I know, but that is how people lived in the colonial times. In addition to all that, because our head of state lived in England, there was a governor of the Gold Coast. He lived in Christiansborg Castle, Osu. He literally ran the affairs of the Gold Coast and reported to the head of state, who was in England. The last governor of the Gold Coast was called Charles Arden Clark. After him, of course, Ghana was now independent, and our head of state, we can now proudly say, is always a Ghanaian. Even though we've had some coup d'etats and some instability, we can at least proudly say that since 1957, the head of state of Ghana has always proudly been a Ghanaian. We often refer to the British as our colonial masters. That term, colonial master, I think is defeatist. Let us just call them the British, for that's what they are. They were the ones who colonized us. But if we call them our colonial masters, then we're trying to admit that we were their colonial slaves or servants. And the British colonized many other countries in the world, not only Ghana. Countries in the West Indies, the United States of America, India, Pakistan, and many countries. But those people don't call the British colonial master. They are the British people. Let us stop using the phrase colonial master, because we're defeating ourselves when we do that. And now let us go on and meet our contestants for another episode of Karimbu. welcome to another episode of Karimbu. Karimbu is the new quiz show in town, and it is a quiz show with a difference. All the questions that we ask the children are all about Ghana and Africa. We are still in the preliminary contest. Karimbu is the Dagbani word for reading, and so we aptly named the quiz show Karimbu. Once again, you are welcome to the show. And we are still in a preliminary contest, so for now I'm going to invite the children, those who are taking part, onto the set. They are children between the ages of 14 and 18 from various schools in Accra. It's now time for me to welcome the three eager, bright contestants onto the set. Please come on, children. Welcome onto the set. The children have been color-coded into red, gold, and green, and I don't need to tell you the significance of the three colors. It's a Ghana flag. The young man in the red is Shadrach Dobaji. You're welcome onto the set. And in the gold, we have Hibatu Abdul Hamid. Welcome. And in the green, we have Alberta Na. So the three of them are the contestants for this particular preliminary. One of them will end up as a semi-finalist who will continue and take part in the semi-final competition. So you're welcome and good luck to all of you. Before we start, let me quickly tell you something about the rules of the game. First of all, I'll ask you each 5 true or false questions. I'll ask Shadrach 5, and I'll move on to Hibatu, and I'll ask you 5, and then I'll move on to Alberta and ask you 5. Each question is worth 1 point. You have 2 seconds to answer the true or false questions. At the end of 2 seconds, if you haven't given me an answer yet, you will hear a bell which sounds like this, and you will know that your time is up. After you've each answered the true or false questions, we will see how many points you got. Each one is worth 1 point. So assuming that you got all 5 correct, you would have bagged 5 points. So if you start off the first round with 5 points, that's 5 points in your bag. Then after that, we go on to the multiple choice round for Ghana. And in that round, I will ask you the questions successively. I will ask you 5 questions each, but I'll not ask you the 5 questions in a row. I'll ask you 1, I'll ask Shadrach 1, then I'll ask Hibatu 1, then I'll ask Alberta 1, and we come back to Shadrach until each of you have answered 5 questions. The 5 questions will be on Ghana for the first round, and I will give you options. So it's a multiple choice round, and for that round you have 5 seconds to answer each question. At the end of 5 seconds, you will hear the bell which sounds like this. Now, if at the end of 5 seconds you haven't answered your question, it's 0, and then I move on to the next contestant and ask her question. So let's say that you got all your 5 questions correct. That gives you 25 points to add to the 5 you got in the true or false, and that gives you 30 points. Then the third part of the game is called map reading. And you will go and stand beside the map of Ghana, and I'll ask you 2 questions, and you use a pointer to point out the answer, and each answer is an entity that you'll find on the map. It could be a country, an ocean, a sea, a river, anything. So you will stand beside the map, and I will ask you 2 questions. Those questions are worth 10 points each, and if you get both of them right, that gives you another 20 points. At the end of 10 points, once again, you hear the bell, which sounds like this. So if you get the 2 points correct, that means you've bagged another 20 points. In addition to your 30 points, that gives you 50 points. And that will be it for the round on Ghana. Then after that, we move to Africa and we repeat the same procedure. Before we go on to the first part, which is the true or false, let me introduce a young lady called Alima Al-Hassan, and she is going to tell us about the prizes that you're going to get on Karimbu.
Everybody is a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. No matter how many points back, the final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
All right, welcome back. You've seen the prizes and everything, and now we can go on straight to the true or false round. So I'm going to start off with Shadrach. I'm going to ask you 5 true or false questions, all of them on Ghana, and I wish you luck. Okay. Question number 1, Shadrach. The first known inhabitant of modern Ghana were Soninke. True or false?
False.
False. They were Guan, right? Okay, very good. Number 2, the Western North region shares a border with Togo. True or false?
True.
No, I'm sorry, that is false. The Western North region doesn't share a border with Togo. It shares a border with Côte d'Ivoire. Number 3, Ghana's eastern border is the Atlantic Ocean. True or false?
False.
False, right. Ghana's eastern border is Togo. Ghana's southern border is the Atlantic Ocean. All right. Number 4, Emmanuel Obechebi Lamte was a member of the Big Six. True or false?
True.
True. Very good. And your 5th question. The Atlantic Ocean can be found in the Volta, Greater Accra, Central and Western regions. True or false?
False.
No, that's true. The Atlantic Ocean, you can find it in the Volta region. It's on the south of Ghana. So all these regions that border the southern boundary, you can find the Atlantic Ocean. Okay? All right. So that is it for Shadrach's true or false. And now we go on to Hibatu. Okay, Hibatu. Here are your 5 true or false questions. 1. The Homowo Festival commemorates the prowess and skills of boxing among the people. True or false?
False.
False. It commemorates the end of hunger. All right. Your second question. The central region lies on the Atlantic coast. True or false?
False.
It's true. And it was in the previous true or false. The central region is one of the regions that borders on the Atlantic Ocean. So that is true. So you got that wrong. And 3, the Ohinijan Stadium is in Tamale. True or false?
False.
False. It's in Accra. Yeah, you're right. All right. Your 4th question is, Ghana's biggest natural lake, Lake Busumtwi, can be found in the eastern region of Ghana. True or false?
False.
False. That's right. It is in the Ashanti region of Ghana. And your 5th question is, before the cedi was introduced into Ghana, the currency was the Ghanaian pound. True or false?
False.
It's true. Before we started using the cedi, the currency was the pound, and it was the Ghanaian pound. Okay. All right. So we're done with Hiba. Now we're coming to Alberta now. Alberta, your first question is, the western region of Ghana has an international border. True or false?
False.
False, you're right. It's the Western North region that shares a border with Côte d'Ivoire. The Western region doesn't have an international border. Your second question is, His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia comes from the Northern region. True or false?
False.
False, you're right. He's from the Northeast region. All right. Your third question is, one commonality between the people of ancient Ghana and the Akan people of modern Ghana, though hundreds of kilometers apart, is the matrilineal system of inheritance. True or false?
True.
True. That's very good. Speak up. That's very good. Your fourth question is, Yoruba is an indigenous Ghanaian language, true or false?
True.
No, that's false. Yoruba is an indigenous Nigerian language. Yeah, okay, all right. And your fifth question is, the Second Republic ended in January 1972, true or false?
True.
True. Fantastic, that's correct. Okay, so now we're done with the true or false round, and we are going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors. Speaking of Africa, did you know that Burkina Faso attained their independence in 1960 but adopted the name Burkina Faso in 1984? Speaking of Ghana, did you know that in 1967 there was a failed coup attempt to overthrow the government of Ghana? What are the capitals of Rwanda, Chad, and Gabon? What currencies are used in Mali, Libya, and Zambia? Did you know that before the Fourth Republic, Ghana had many years of military rule which separated the first three republics? And did you know that the Volta Lake is bigger than the whole of the Greater Accra region? Speaking of Africa, did you know that? And speaking of Ghana, did you know that our two new books that contain loads of information, the thousands of questions and answers in the books, are not there to test the students but to teach in an exciting way about Ghana and Africa and the great men and women who first lit the torch of progress and dedicated their lives to building their nations. To get your copies, call Arimas Media on Welcome back to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town. And we are back, and we are now going to the multiple choice round for Ghana. Before then, let me tell you how the quiz is going on. Shadrach has bagged a total of 3 points. Hiba has a total of 3 points. And Alberta Na is leading with 4 points. So now we go to the multiple choice questions. Shadrach, in which of these regions is the legendary 15th century Larabanga Mosque? Savannah region, Bono East, Northeast, Ahafu region?
Northeast region.
No, it's in the Savannah region. Larabanga Mosque is in the Savannah region. Okay. Now I'm coming to Hiba. Okay. Which of these towns is not in Ghana? Ouagadougou, Saboba, Kumasi, Jirapa.
Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou is not in Ghana. Very good. Ouagadougou is in Burkina Faso. Okay. Now I'm coming to Alberta. Which of these towns, Alberta, is in the eastern region of Ghana? Hohoi, Kintampo, Akosombo, Dambai.
Akosombo.
Akosombo is in the eastern region of Ghana. Very good. So now we're going to Shadrach's second question. Who won the elections to become the second president in the Fourth Republic of Ghana in the year 2000? Professor Edubuahin, Dr. Hilary Liman, Mr. J. Ekufuor, Flight Lieutenant J.J. Rawlings.
Come again.
Professor Edubuahin, Hilary Liman, J. Ekufuor, Rawlings. Who? You've lost it. The answer was Mr. J. Ekufuor. Okay. Now we're going to Hiba, and your question is, who was Ghana's first woman doctor? Dr. Jane Lane, Dr. Mercy Banaman, Dr. Nuhaila Al-Hassan, Dr. Susan Oforiatta.
Dr. Jane
Lane. Go on. Okay. Anyway, you are wrong. It's Dr. Susan Oforiatta. Susan Oforiatta. Okay. And now we're going to Alberta. Alberta, how many presidents did Ghana have in the Third Republic? 1, 3, 5, or 2?
3.
No, you are wrong. Ghana had 1 president in the Third Republic. His name was Dr. Hila Liman. Okay. All right, we're back to Shadrach. Shadrach, your question is, I'm going to give you 4 towns. One of them is in the northeast region, and you tell me that one. Which of these towns is in the northeast region of Ghana? Bongo, Tumu, Wale Wale, Sanerigu.
Wale Wale.
Fantastic. You're right. It's Wale Wale. Bongo is in the upper east region, Tumu is in the upper west region, and Sanerigu is in the northern region. Well done. Okay. Now we're going to the next question, which is a similar question. This one about the western north region. Which of these towns is in the western north region? Takrady, Buduburam, Bibiani, Cape Coast.
Bibiani.
Correct. Fantastic. It's Bibiani. All right. Now we're going to Alberta. And it's a similar question. Which of these towns is in the upper west region? Tamale, Nkwanta, Tumu, Techiman.
Tamale.
No, it's Tumu. Upper west region. Tamale is in the northern region. Okay, all right. We're back to Shadrach. After the 1966 coup d'etat, a military council governed Ghana for the next 3 years. What was the name of that ruling council? The National Redemption Council, the National Liberation Council, Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, or Provisional National Defense Council?
The National Liberation Council.
Fantastic. Yes, that's the right one. The National Liberation Council. Good. Okay. I'm proud of my children. Okay. Now, Hibatu. Who was the Prime Minister of Ghana during the Third Republic? Dr. Hila Liman. There was no Prime Minister. The Prime Minister was appointed by Britain, or Dr. de Graaf Johnson.
Dr. Hila Liman.
No, you're wrong. You didn't listen. Dr. Hila Liman was a president. I asked who was the Prime Minister. The answer is B. There was no Prime Minister. In the Third Republic, there was no Prime Minister. We only had a Prime Minister in the Second Republic. Okay. And Alberta. Modern Ghana was named after the Guan ethnic group, an ancient kingdom that flourished in medieval times in Western Africa, an ancient kingdom that flourished in medieval times in Southern Africa, or an ancient kingdom that flourished in medieval times in Eastern Africa.
An Asian kingdom flourished after the Eastern Africa.
No, it's Western Africa. Ancient Ghana was in Western Africa, in the area of Senegal, Mauritania, and Mali. That's in Western Africa. Okay. All right. Now we're going back to Shadrach. Which of these tourist sites is not in the Volta region? Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, Leaf Falls, Taffy Monkey Village, Cape St. Paul Lighthouse.
Karimbu Museum.
Correct. That is in the Greater Accra region. You're right. Okay. The rest are in the Volta region. Okay. Hiba. Which of these festivals would you go to Navorongo to celebrate? Hogbechocho, Abuachiri, Fespaco, or Fao?
Fespaco.
Fao Festival. That's what you would go to Navorongo to celebrate. Fespaco is actually, as far as I know, takes place in Burkina Faso. It's a film festival. Okay, all right. Alberta. What is the name of the new region that was carved out of the Volta region? The OT region, Savannah region, Northern region, or Western Volta region?
The Savannah region.
No, you're wrong. It was the OT region. The OT region was what was carved out of the old Volta region. All right. Okay, we have finished with the multiple choice round, and we'll take a break now, and we'll come back and do the final part of the Ghana segment, which is the map reading.
located on Adembra Road at East Cantonment.
Welcome back to Karimbu, and before we go on to the map reading, let's see how the game is going so far. We have leading Shadrach with 18 points. Shadrach is leading with 18 points, and in next place we have Hiba in the gold with 13 points, and Alberta in the green has 9 points. So now it's time for us to do the map reading, where you first, Shadrach, will go to the map of Ghana, pick up the pointer, and wait for your question. So now, Shadrach, okay, I can see you're ready with your pointer, and I hope you get your questions right. Your first question is, what region lies east of the Ashanti region? The Northeast region, the Upper East region, the Eastern region, or the Bono East region? East of the Ashanti region.
The Eastern region.
Oh, fantastic. You just made it in time. It is the Eastern region. That is east of the Ashanti region. All right. And Shadrach, your next question is, what region is directly south of the Upper East region? Directly south of the Upper East region.
Northeast region.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, you're right. It's the Northeast region. Okay. You've answered your 2 questions. And now we're going to Hiba. Hiba, you go and take the pointer. Okay. Which of these regions does not share a land border with Côte d'Ivoire? The Upper West region, the Eastern region, the Western North region, or the Savannah region? One of them.
The Eastern region.
Fantastic, you're right, it's the Eastern region. Okay, Hiba, your next question is, what is on the southern boundary of the Eastern region? The Bono East region, the Greater Accra region, the Western North region, or the Volta region?
The Bono East region.
No, the answer is the Greater Accra region. You see the Eastern region there? South of it is the Greater Accra region. Okay, so that was wrong, Hiba. Now, Alberta, now. One of these regions I'm going to mention shares a boundary with the OT region. Which of these regions shares a boundary with the OT region? And your options are the Greater Accra region, the Central region, the Ashanti region, or the Northern region. One of them shares a border with the OT region.
The Northern region.
Yeah, that's right, the Northern region. And your next question is, which of these regions in Ghana is north of the Volta region? The Western region, the Eastern region, the OT region, or the Central region? One of them is north of the Volta region.
The OT region.
Yeah, the OT region. You're right. Well done. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the map reading contest. We're going to take a break now, and we'll come back and see the scores, and then we'll take the same process again for Africa. My name is Selma Al-Hassan, and sometimes I get interested in certain facts about Ghana and Africa and about our history. Not necessarily why certain things happened, but just that they happened. Did you know that John Dramani Mahama was the first Ghanaian to have moved from the position of vice president to president successively? John Atta Mills did not move directly from vice president to president. He lost 2 elections in 2000 and 2004 before winning in 2008. This is just a little tidbit from a book I wrote called Speaking of Ghana, Did You Know That? And the book is full of so much information about Ghana, about our personalities, and about our recent, interesting, sometimes turbulent history. It's been approved by NACA as supplementary reading for junior and senior secondary schools. And I have another book called Speaking of Africa. Did you know that? In this book, I take every African country and write a little summary about it. Then I go on and give bullet points concerning things about the country. For example, what their capital is, what their currency is, where they are located geographically on the map of Africa, and a few facts about them. So after reading this book, Speaking of Africa, did you know that you'll know just about everything interesting about Africa? You don't need to know the deep history or geography of any nation, but you know that it exists, and you know the kind of people that live there, the Africans that live there. So I have these two books which are on the market, and I encourage you to buy. You can find it at Delcam Bookstore, Amazon.com, Book Nook, EPP Books, and others. And you can call the number on your screen and order the books. Welcome back to Karimbu, the new quiz show in town, and we've just finished with round 1, which is on Ghana. And before we go on to round 2, let's see how the quiz is going so far. We have Shadrach in the red, who's leading with 38 points. Hiba has 23 points, and Alberta has 29 points. So once again, you are welcome back, and we're going to now take true or false questions for Africa. Okay. Now, we start off with Shadrach, and your first question is, people from Libya are known as Lebanese, true or false?
False.
False. They are known as Libyans. Yeah. Okay. Madagascar is the 4th largest island in the world, true or false?
True.
True. Only Greenland, New Guinea, and Borneo are bigger than the island of Madagascar. Okay. Your third question is, Malawi used to be a British protectorate called Nyasaland. True or false?
True.
True, right. And your next question is, Timbuktu is the capital of modern Mali. True or false?
False.
False, you're right. Timbuktu was an important city in ancient Mali. The capital of modern Mali is Bamako. All right. And your fifth question. Lake Malawi is so large that it takes up 1/3 of the land surface area of the country of Malawi. True or false?
True.
True. That is right. Okay. So now we go to Hiba for 5 true or false questions on Africa. Your first question is, Liberia fought a war for her independence. True or false?
False.
False. That is correct. It's false. Liberia did fight a civil war in the 1990s, but she was never colonized, so that war was not for her independence. Okay. Your next question is, Libya is an oil-rich country with a rich ancient history dating back to 1,000 years before Christ. True or false?
True.
True, right. Okay, your third question is, Lesotho is one of the 3 remaining monarchies in Africa. True or false?
True.
True. She made it in the nick of time. Okay. Your fourth question is, the official language of Liberia is French. True or false?
False.
That's correct. It's false. The official language for Liberia is English. And your fifth question is, Libya lies on the Atlantic Ocean. True or false?
False.
You are bailed out. but it is false. Libya lies on the Mediterranean Sea, not on the Atlantic Ocean. All right, now to Alberta. Alberta, 5 true or false questions on Africa for you. And the first one is, the river Niger flows through the Republic of Mali. True or false?
True.
Okay. All right, your next question is, the Kingdom of Lesotho is governed by the Republic of South Africa. True or false?
True.
It's false. Lesotho is a self-governing and independent country which is not governed by any country. It's a monarchy, but it's self-governing. Okay. All right, your third question is, Malawi sits on the shores of the Indian Ocean. True or false?
True.
It's false. Malawi is a landlocked country. It doesn't sit on the shores of any ocean. And your fourth question is, the citizens of Lesotho are known as Basotho. True or false?
False.
It's true. It's true. They are known as Basotho for plural, Mosotho for singular. Okay. And your fifth question is, Madagascar is a peninsula. True or false?
False.
False. Yeah. Madagascar is an island. It's not a peninsula. And that brings us to the end of the true or false questions for the first part of the Africa quiz. And before we go on, let's once again meet the lovely AAA Alicia Alima Al-Hassan, who is going to tell us about the prizes that we're going to win in Karimbu.
Karimbu, everybody is a winner. There's 200 cedis as a token prize for the winner of each preliminary contest and 100 cedis as a consolation prize for runners-up. In the final round, the points become money. Each semi-final point is worth 10 Ghana cedis, but the winner gets the maximum amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. No matter how many points back, the final contest is where the winner gets a whopping 5,000 Ghana cedis, and the runners-up get 50 Ghana cedis for each point they get. In the semi-finals and finals, the more points you win, the more money you get. Everyone who competes in Karimbu is a winner.
Welcome back. It's now time for the multiple choice questions for Africa. But before then, let's see how the quiz is progressing. And still in the lead, we have Shadrach in the red with 43 points. And Hiba has 27 points, and Alberta Na has 31 points. So now we're going to take the multiple choice for Africa, and we start off with Shadrach. Okay. Shadrach, your first multiple choice question is, who performs the function of head of state in Lesotho? The president, the chief justice, the king, or the prime minister?
The king.
The king. Fantastic. It is a monarchy, so the head of state is the king. All right. Now we go to Hiba, and your question is, who performs the function of head of government in Lesotho? The king, the chief justice, the president, or the prime minister?
The Prime Minister.
Prime minister. Great, fantastic. Now we are coming to Alberta, and your question is also on Lesotho. What are the citizens of Lesotho called? Basotho, Swazi, South Africans, or Namibians?
Basotho.
Basotho, right, okay. All right, we're back to Shadrach, and your question is, which African desert makes up part of the landscape of Libya? The Namib Desert, the Sahara Desert, the Kalahari Desert, or the Danakil Desert?
The Sahara Desert.
The Sahara Desert, correct. Okay, now we go to Hiba, and your question is, What are the official languages in Madagascar? Malagasy and English, Malagasy and French, Malagasy and Spanish, or Malagasy and German?
Malagasy and French.
French. Very good. All right. And now we go to Alberta, and your question is, what currency is used in Madagascar? And the options are Malagasy Eri, Areri, Malagasy Nafka, Malagasy Kwanza, Malagasy franc.
Malagasy Kwanza.
No, it's Malagasy Eri. Okay, all right. So we are back to Shadrach, and your question is, what is the capital of Madagascar? Beira, Conakry, Antananarivo, or Dodoma?
Antananarivo.
Very good. Okay. The next question goes to Hiba, and your question is, what is the capital of Malawi? Luanda, Beira, Gaborone, or Lilongwe?
Lilongwe.
Lilongwe. Very good. She got it right. Now we go to Alberta Na, and your question is, what is the capital of the Republic of Mali? Timbuktu, Niamey, Bamako, or Conakry?
Nimoli.
No, it's Bamako. We are back to Shadrach, and your question is, what is the currency used in Malawi? The Malawian pound, the Malawian kwacha, the Malawian kwanza, or the Malawian dollar?
Malawian kwacha.
Kwacha, right. You got it right. Okay, now Hiba, your question is, what is the currency used in Mali? The kwacha, the Malian pound, the CFA franc, or the dalasi?
The CFA franc.
Very good. That's correct. That's the currency in Mali. And now we go to Alberta. What is the currency in Lesotho? All right. The Lesotho Soti, the Lesotho Loti, the Lesotho Moti, or the Lesotho pound?
The Lesotho Loti.
Loti, correct. Well done. That was a good round. You all got your currencies right. Now we're going to Shadrach for the fifth question. What is the official language in the Republic of Mali? Arabic, French, English, or Spanish?
French.
French. Very good. That's right. Hiba. What is the capital of Liberia? Freetown, Liberty Town, Conakry, or Monrovia?
Monrovia.
Monrovia, that's right. Okay, and we're coming now to Alberta, and your question is, what is the currency used in Libya? The dinar, the pound, the leon, or the libre?
The dinar.
The dinar, right. So I think you all got your Africa multiple choice, well, mostly right. Congratulations, and we'll take another break, and we'll come back and have the final round, which is the map reading for Africa. Welcome back to Karimbu. We are still in a preliminary contest, and we are almost at the end of this show. We are just about to tackle the last part of this quiz, which is a map reading for Africa. But before then, let's see how the quiz is going on so far. We have Shadrach in the lead with 68 points, Hiba with 52 points, and Alberta now with 46 points. So the kids are all doing very well. They've studied, obviously they've studied a bit, and all the information about the questions come from these two books. Speaking of Ghana, did you know that? And Speaking of Africa, did you know that? Okay, so it's now time for the final round of the Africa quiz. We are still in a preliminary contest and we've almost come to the end of this show. Now we're going to have the Africa map reading, and once again we start with Shadrach. Would you kindly take the pointer and move and stand next to the map of Africa and wait for your questions? Okay, ready? Remember, you have 10 seconds to answer the question. And here it is, your first question. Shadrach, what is on Libya's northern border? Libya's northern border. Your options are Algeria, the Red Sea, Mediterranean Sea, or the River Nile.
The Mediterranean Sea.
Fantastic, that's correct. Shadrach, your next question is, Liberia can be found in Southern Africa, in Central Africa, on the western coast of Africa, or in Northern Africa?
On the western coast of Africa.
Fantastic, okay. You nailed it. Congratulations, you got both questions right. So now is the turn of Hiba. If you take the pointer and stand next to the map of Africa. All right. Hiba, your first question is, Madagascar is a huge island in the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, or the Red Sea?
Indian Ocean.
Indian Ocean. Great, you got it. Okay. All right, Hiba, which country lies directly on the eastern border of the Republic of Mali? The eastern border of Mali. Which country?
Eastern.
Eastern border of Mali.
Niger.
Niger. Niger. It's pronounced Niger, but you got it right. You pointed to the right country and you said Niger, but it's actually Niger. Okay? All right, but you got it right. And Alberta, I can see you're ready. And your question is, which country lies directly on Mali's western border? Mali's western border.
Egypt.
No, you're way off. Mali's western border. Try again, you still have some time. Try again. Okay, you've been bailed out. Mali's western border is Mauritania. See where Mali is? On the east, which he answered rightly, was Niger, and on the west is Mauritania. See Mauritania? It's right next to the sea. Yeah, okay. So, Alberta, your next question is, what is on Libya's southern border? Chad, the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, or Algeria? Libya's southern border. South of Libya.
The Mediterranean Sea.
No. The south of Libya is Chad. Sorry, I even answered for you, but you were bailed out. You see, north of Libya, which one of them answered right, is the Mediterranean Sea. That's north of Libya. But south of Libya is Chad. See? That brings us to the end of this episode of Karimbu. We are still in a preliminary contest, and today we are getting another semi-finalist, which will be announced to you after the break.
Located on Adembra Road at East Cantonments.
welcome back to the show, and we've now come to the final, most exciting part of the show where I give out the prizes. But first of all, I have to tell you who the winner is. Yes, we have had a winner today, and it's Shadrach. Shadrach has 88 points, Hiba has 72 points, and Alberta has 46 points. So right now what I'm going to do, since everybody's a winner in Karimbu, I'm going to put on my mask to observe the COVID protocols, and I'm going to call them to come closer to me so I can give them their little packages of cash. So here we go. Now, Alberta, kindly go this way and come and receive your prize. Since everybody in Karimbu is a winner, here you go. I can't shake your hand because of COVID protocols, but congratulations and well done. I hope you'll compete again. All right, you're welcome. Hiba, come and get your prize. Congratulations, Hiba. I hope you'll compete again at a later date. Congratulations and well done. And now our winner, Shadrach. Shadrach, come and get your prize. And congratulations, and stand by. We'll call on you again very soon to take part in the semi-finals. All right? Well done. Congratulations. We've come to the end of another episode, another preliminary episode of Karimbu, the new and exciting quiz show in town. And we thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. And we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday with yet another preliminary episode of Karimbu. So goodbye for now, and see you next week, Saturday.